outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, Week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the Baltimore Ravens and the Minnesota Vikings. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Elliott, the ball carrier.
The numbers for Zeke from last week. 14 carries, 53 yards.
They've got a nice scheme going right now, and they run the football pretty well. In fact, I was talking with him on the field before the game, and he said he's starting to hear from the guys ahead of him on the rushing yardage total, and they want to know if he's going to jump up there and join them at the top of the list.
Ezekiel Elliott on the carry.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Working out of the gun. Love. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch.
That's good. Well, Minnesota.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10.
This is Elliott. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down.
7.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And that is incomplete.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Partner, doesn't seem like it, but that's a tough spot for a kicker. First drive of the game, and they're calling on him. He should be warmed up. He should be into the game, but sometimes it's almost like, oh, what, now already? Can't they put it in the end zone? What's going on here?
Yeah, he's probably saying, if you can't get it in the end zone, can you give me a 30, 40-yarder? A long one, and he can't connect. And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 53 yards. They'll give it to Chubb. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown.
Touchdown.
Nick Chubb with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
On for the extra point, Giorgio Tavecchio. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. 1 play, 2 plays, touchdown. That's all it took there. A very short and sweet drive that got him in the end zone. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up
Love now on second down. That's complete into the hands of Myers. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a first down. On the option, here's Elliott. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Now a second down throw for Love here. Finding Knox there, complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Love with it here, 3rd and short yardage. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Yetur Gross-Matos able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. A big play that time for the Ravens. 56 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen sliding out of the pocket. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Play action. Now it's Allen rolling to his right. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms. When you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Carlos Dunlap able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. And
now a fumble. The ball's out, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case, wide receiver, you got to be careful.
Certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time, completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
Second and short now following the fumble. 10-0 the score after one on EA Sports.
10. Vikings, nothing.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they gave up the field goal? And they were able to try back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
Yeah, he will have the Vikings first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
A first down carry by Elliott. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. The 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. Maybe that is the boost that this offense needed.
They did nothing the entire half, but out of the blue comes this big shot here. You're exactly right. Like a dunk in basketball, like a home run in baseball, maybe a solo shot. Sometimes you need that big play to get things ignited.
Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. This will make it into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On play action, Allen, they'll roll him out right. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Mecole Hardman with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead. So he scrambled right but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. ultimately he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
5-yard line.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Elliott. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Love from the gun. Works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Josh Allen leads the offense out for their next possession. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now,
this is taken in. It's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Give him 32 on the play. What a first half this has been offensively. I mean, defensively, what do you do when you're getting torched like this?
Now, these receivers are absolutely wearing them out. So 2 thoughts come to mind. 1, get some oxygen. You fill up your lungs a little bit. And number 2, talk to your guys up front. You need a pass rush to help slow them down.
He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, but it'll be 2nd down. On play action, Allen. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Malcolm Jenkins, the strong safety, swoops in for the sack.
Loss of 9 yards. It's 3rd.
Allen off the play fake.
3rd and
That's out to Chubb, complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down.
and it brings up 4th down.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Oh, wide open, complete. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. So the ref takes a peek here, wants to see if the receiver had possession and both feet inbounds.
If this were a college game, this would be a legal catch. It's the 2nd foot that they're looking at to make sure it gets down. You have to have 2 inbounds.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
It is a battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the 2nd half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Ezekiel Elliott, 97 yards. And the Vikings get the quick strike touchdown. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Here is allows Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Josh Allen leads the offense out for their next possession. He's got the lead here in the second quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, is that interception, even though you're playing while your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones, it just upsets them that they did that because they don't think there should be any blemishes on their record. They think that they're way better than that. So your confidence gets tested a little bit. Being able to go back out there, maybe throw another touchdown, that'll tamp that down in a big way.
Yeah, because he's looked pretty good to this point. He'll buy some time right. And he's got a man on the crossing route. That's more. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
After all that, they only wind up with a yard. It's second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Allen's throw is complete, and he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just one. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
Third down.
And again, it's Allen. Ebron with it over the middle. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on fourth. Again, they'll throw with Allen. And this is caught. He hits more. And the Ravens are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on fourth down to bring up first and goal. They'll run with Chubb. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to second and goal at the 4-yard line.
A final shot before half for Allen. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. Mecole Hardman the intended target, but now it's third and goal. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. The kick by Tavecchio is good, and that will do it. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half.
Mitch Wisnowski set to kick off.
The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. There's DJ Moore as he and the rest of the offense head back out there. And the previous drive put him up over 1,000 yards for the season. So now it's what you like to refer to, my friend, as gravy time, right?
It is. I mean, he's done it, right? He's accomplished the goal. So the good players, they relax a little, they bask in it. They think this is, okay, we've done what we set out to do. The great players decide to push that number as high as they possibly can. I don't expect him to have any let-up in his game the rest of the way.
Great thing if you're on the opposite side. He's such a weapon. He just opens things up for the other guys around him.
Yeah, if you're the opposite receiver, you should expect a few passes to come your way, too, because I've got to kick coverage in his direction. That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
That one good for 26 and a first down.
First down.
And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success. So the call stands as is. Not only is that the case, now you're out of challenges too.
Which means that if anything goes haywire and you look out and you want to get it corrected, you cannot unless it's within 2 minutes.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Allen. The ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
And it's 3rd down.
Yards to go.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, he's been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Tavecchio puts this one through, and that will make this a 9-point lead.
Next to score, Ravens 23, Vikings 14.
So 3 field goals that he's hit. Now this last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk...
And now look at this. Big game.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away. Take care of it because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
And if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see what's... That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 30 yards.
And a Raven first down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Now he's flushed out left. Now he'll pull. Allen hit. He lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football.
Allen on the keeper.
We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
Zeke going to get it on the option. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24.
Elliott, the ball carrier.
Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18.
Brings up 2nd down.
Operating from the gun. Love. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete.
Love's pass.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Play fake. Here's Love. And he completes it to the tight end Knox. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 33 yards that time.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap And that's a good start right there.
And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
On 3rd down, Love. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that'll move him back within 6 now. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, trying to atone for it here on this drive. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Ravens.
A run for Nick Chubb. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
At their 48-yard line.
Off the play fake. Allen. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 52 yards.
I can still hear it reverberate through this thick skull of mine. Crossing routes versus man-to-man coverage, it's a bad matchup for the defense. Those tend to work very well as they run away from a defender.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
Touchdown.
Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as the Ravens push further out in front. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
This will make it into the end zone, and he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. And let's gaze our attention on Ezekiel Elliott. And there are the numbers. Got off to that torrid hot start. We thought he was in for maybe a career day. Not the case.
No doubt about it. It almost looks like a misprint after what we saw in the first half. But let's give a little bit of credit to the guys on the other side of the ball. They went in at halftime, made a few adjustments, and you know what else? They didn't lose their confidence in their ability to play. Because a lot of times you get beat down in the first half, it gets ugly in the second half. They come out with a new resolve and a renewed determination.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Number 21.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brought down at the 42-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Working out of the gun. Love. Snaps the tight end making the catch. 15 yards on the play. 1st down. It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. On the option, here's Elliott. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Working with a 2nd and 3. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Second down, Love. Open man is Myers. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 26.
That's good.
Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
1st and 10 at the 26.
1st down, Love to pass. Working the middle here, that's complete to Knox, the tight end. That catch good for only a couple.
To Dawson Knox. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. In the middle, it's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. He's got the hat trick, 3 touchdowns now.
Did you throw yours? Did you throw yours out?
I didn't have mine. You've got yours. You've got one of those Abe Lincoln hats.
Yeah, and that stovepipe is going right out there for a nose for the end zone. 3rd time today. I think he deserves a tip of the cap.
Yeah, this one through the uprights and good. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Ravens heading out on offense as we look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And you can see they've already clinched the AFC North. As it stands, of course, they would still need to host a game on Wild Card Weekend. But you know, we always talk about how coaches say, we want to win that division, and that's the key thing, right?
Oh, that's absolutely right. And that comes all the way down from the front office. They build their teams to win their division first, because if you do that, you guarantee that first game at home. Yeah, if you get the number 1 seed in a bye, that's terrific. But bottom line, get into the playoffs. There are a heck of a lot of teams watching that wish they were in your spot.
They run again on 1st down, Chubb. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football. Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Off-play action. Allen. And that's caught inside the 30. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That gain on third down, good for 28. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Edwards now on 1st and 10. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
He was brought down by Cole Holcomb. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 26-yard line.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They run it again with Chubb. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The cornerback, it's Logan Ryan who brings him down. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. On the carry, it's Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Ravens will add on to their lead.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
So all eyes on this Vikings offense. Down on the scoreboard. And time, a huge factor. They're going to need a Christmas miracle to pull this one out as they've got it 1st and 10. Love now to pass on 1st down. That's going to be caught by Josh Reynolds. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Jordan Love ready on 1st down here. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the 1st. He'll go underneath here to Elliott. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. The Vikings in the hurry up. They're hustling up to the line. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Elliott. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 24-yard line. This will be caught inside the 10. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Today's final score.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Ravens, the wins keep coming as this one...
Kick it and go. Kick it and go. We'll step on, spin, move, and zone, go. Off the sideline, a touchdown, and put on a show. Kick it and go.
out of the draft, watching me ball. Soon as I snap, hit of the pack, walk for the sack, shaking them all, breaking them off, talking my talk, walking my wall like I do. I sit on the throne, get in the zone, turn it on, must be the shoes, must be the team, must be the camp, must be the crew. You need a win, who need a win, that's all we do. I've been a king and I've been about mine, never could doubt mine. They running the route, I leave a